So she's a award-winning Vietnamese American activist and educator. I think that she's so helpful and important because she really advocates and helps underprivileged black community receive the education they need. I think her as a teacher deserves a lot of respect and a lot of appreciation. You know, being a teacher is really difficult, and being a teacher is one of the most underpaid jobs. When a teacher dedicates all the time giving students the future they need. I really like how nice she is. I think she's a very nice teacher that is very determined to as well simultaneously. Dapwa, J Dapwa, and I like all your dress too. You wore very beautiful dress.
Fun size.
I believe that we should keep educating our students definitely, and I believe and agree with so many of your opinions too as well. And also what happened in Portland too about a few months ago was really unfortunate too. I believe that a lot of the protesters were trying to really spread our voice to be more stronger than ever in history. Like I study a lot of history too, and if you look in the past, a lot of the people and a lot of minorities in the past or a lot of blacks in the past, they have their voice been shut down. And it's really unfortunate that things like this are still happening. It shows that the government doesn't want to take the time to listen to the citizens. You know, my great great granduncle ended slavery. His name was Bui Vane, and I'm really proud of my Vietnamese heritage because he ended slavery alongside Abraham Lincoln. And you, I think that you are very hardworking too as well. And I really like how you spread a lot of notice to those who work extremely hard. You know, because not everyone has the privilege of giving and dedicating their time to help people. Like John has spent hours and even years training for competition shows and junior company for free. She volunteered at the Free School of Ballet to teach kids. Yeah, you know, when they use their art or passion and really do things not for the money at all and take the time to help, especially kids that cannot afford school or education or extracurricular classes, that is when I feel when I appreciate a person. Definitely, I appreciate all people because all people, we are all children of the Creator. Doesn't matter if you're black, doesn't matter if you're Vietnamese, doesn't matter if you're Lebanese, doesn't matter if you're Iranian, doesn't matter if you're Italian, doesn't matter if you're Greek, doesn't matter if you're Chinese, doesn't matter if you're Filipino, doesn't matter if you're Brazilian. We're all human. And I really like how you really want to support your students too. And I really agree with all your points. Alicia is a minor, she is a child. Society treats black children like they're adults. So I swear to God, if anyone harasses her, I definitely agree with you. The fact that we treat that society does treat black children like adults is not fair at all. When kids, they don't know any better. I believe that I encourage our kids to stay and try to be educated, not necessarily in like physics or mathematics or calculus. Just educated in just being able to be independent, be able to be a hard worker, and be able to learn through all the hardships of life. You know, that is what really matters at the end. It's my favorite song. I really like the song. As you can probably tell. When people really believe in you, the feeling is really different. I like it when you shared the post that really, really does touch our heart to the greatest point. I definitely agree with you. I aim for Black Lives Matter every day. Black Lives Matter especially because of the way blacks are treated in America and because of the systematic racism that has been established in this country, unfortunately, for hundreds of years already. But I agree with you. Women are very disrespected. They don't realize how much hard working a woman is, especially trans women and black trans women. They're unaccepted in their own black community, which is really, really unfortunate. Women of color have to work extremely hard to be taken seriously, and I definitely agree with you. Like me, for me to be able to make my Star Wars Expanded Universe film or Star Wars Order 66 film, and to be able to succeed, I have to work really, really hard, and it definitely does not come easy at all. A lot of people just think of me as a joke when in reality, I'm passionate about this stuff. I'm passionate about this stuff to the point where I would die for Star Wars. I would die to support black trans women. You know what I mean? Like, I agree with your point because women of color, we a lot of the times they get one woman of color are fetishized or they're joked around or we don't be regarded as the greatest. It's just pathetic. I think that women and men should be treated equally. The number of women I've tried to clue in on how a guy is. Exactly, women do not have another woman's back. When in reality, I think that women should all stand up for each other just like men stand up for each other. And I believe that women and men should stand up for each other too as well at the same time. Definitely, we gotta respect each other before a man ever will. I think that we always get, this jealousy thing like, oh, this lady or this woman, she's trying to take my man or all that crap. I think it's irregardless. It's not relevant because most of the time we as humans we want to let other people know you're doing well. I'm proud of you. You're doing really well. I like how you. I like or not like I like how you're doing, but I like that you're doing well. That you're doing well for yourself. It's almost like appreciating each other. When in reality, we're not trying to take anything from each other. You know, at the end of the day, everyone does matter, but Black Lives Matter so much because how are we going to instantaneously end systematic racism that has been around for hundreds of years? You know what I mean? Lawa. Racism been around Lawa and Thou Hung Moon racism. Hung Moon racism and just bad positivity. Because if we believe and put these signs that all lives matter, then we will forget and become uneducated. And that's the last thing we need, man. We need to become more educated. Because what society push is lack of realization on reality. The reality that women of color do have to work 3 times harder than you know than straight white men, and that black trans women are being harassed and being abused for no real reason other than just the pure toxicity of men believing the superiority when in reality black trans women are just as strong and just as powerful and beautiful and gorgeous and could achieve just as much as someone else. I like how honest you are. That's like hella real. The fact that you're honest is hella real. G. Depois. G top, Dan Wa, and Dan, and I love Dan top, Dep. Tao Tet Bung Baway Dak Big Lung Mung Baway Dak Big Lung with Heidi Da Lang. Gong Tet Bung Baway Bung Riu Mi Wang Pho Bovine Pho Up Chow and everything. Chị dối quá tại vì chị be herself and never fake anything. Tao hung mung đi học nhanh quá. Tao mung đi học well, study well and thorough and not rush too fast. My friends study school in college Sao Nam hung get a degree. So I think that it's better if I just know what I want to do first. J Dapwa. I really like all your outfits. They're really just elegant. Jay should chuk bin ao yai. Chuk bin ao yai dep, ao yai traditional. Di hop nyanwa, you don't study that, you don't learn as much. I like your outfits too. And I like your hat too. Adidas, that's my favorite brand. Tao Tet Ding Vit Dai Vi. Ding Vit in my culture is my language. I think that retaining my language and culture is so important and beautiful. If I can retain my culture and language, then I've done done half the things I could do in my life, which is giving back to my culture and language, giving back to my Vietnamese community, and giving back to my, the people that have not just supported me, but created me. Anakin's betrayal, too much Anakin's betrayal. Let's switch to Anakin's dark deeds. But I'm the first Vietnamese Star Wars director in the world, and you are the first. You said that you're gonna strive to be the president. I believe that you will one day be the president. And G Noi Boon Das Sao Boon
Get 0% APR for 72 months.
G Depwa Rang Dep
2020 Cadillac CT4 and CT5.
Dot Depwa. My Vietnamese is really poor. Happy to hear you're going to therapy. I hope it provides an outlet for you and makes you feel better. It actually makes me feel terrible, but then it feels better later once you release everything. Definitely. I think that it's so necessary to go to therapy, even though you don't want to. Yeah, my music video was funny. But really, I think that you are hella wholesome. That's what I told you before. You are the brightest and prettiest light in the world. You are so wholesome and absolutely kind to me, even when I feel uncomfortable coming out as bisexual. Did you know I could speak Italian too? Vittoria mi core. Vittoria mi core, non l'agma più e shota d'amore la vi servitu. Jalimpia tuo danni frestulo di sguardi, conversi più de dispose glingane. Io twilfidil sospiri no accese del tanto rigor. It's kind of sad that I speak Italian way better than Vietnamese. But yeah, my my great uncle was the first Vietnamese ever in America. Not that being the first one makes you better, but I just want the world to know that my great granduncle has really tried his best to impact the world in terms of philosophy since since 1870, I believe. That's hella cool, In today's Saigon, Bui Vien Street, literally one of the most notable streets, Bui Vien Street is commonly known as the city's backpacker paradise, not to mention one of his, yes, definitely, many nightlife hotspots. I think you should definitely go to Bui Vien. That's my great-great-granduncle street. Bui Vien, my great-granduncle, is widely recognized as the first Vietnamese to ever set foot in North America in the late 19th century. Born in 1839, he grew up in the Nam Dinh province, Dien Phi village, now a part of Thai Binh province in North Vietnam. And in 1871, I don't have time to go all the way, but I can just respectfully summarize. There are not very many details. In 1870, he got a job working as a government official in Bo Li. Crazy that he passed away at the age of 39, but he accomplished so much, such as the first Vietnamese or first Asian person to travel to 5 different continents. That's why when you look at me, I'm mixed actually. I'm pretty mixed actually. I'm Vietnamese, my mom is Vietnamese, my dad is very mixed ethnicity, and that's where it comes from, My dad has Greek, Italian, Chinese, okay, my mother is like full Vietnamese, completely full Vietnamese. My dad is 50%, not 50%, he's like, he's 25% Vietnamese, he's 12% Chinese, he's 8% Indonesian, and then he's like Italian and Greek, and tons of other stuff too as well. Italian, Greek, and a little bit of Egyptian in there. He's Vietnamese. So my mom Vietnamese, my dad Vietnamese, a quarter I think like 20% Vietnamese, with like 10% Chinese, 5% Indonesian, and then the rest is Italian, Greek, Egyptian, and tons of other stuff too, and a little bit of Middle Eastern. I got a little bit of Arabic. So in my blood, I have Vietnamese, I have Italian, I have Greek, I have some Arabic, I have some Arabian blood, I have Chinese, I have Indonesian, Filipino too. So, anyways, that's my shout out to you, and you deserve it.